3 midfielders, 2 black man, and the white man's called Rice. It's making sense. You understand?
So what, you start Eze?
I'm starting Eze.
Wow.
I'm telling you, boss man's gone mad.
What now?
My man's selling Pablos for £7. Last week it was 6.
That's the cost of living, my bro.
But that's why I switched to nickpouches.com. Same tins, half the hassle, come straight to the crib. And they got everybody on there. Velo, Zin, Nordic. You get me?
Luca, so what are you on then?
You know what I'm on. Pablos, the new silver joints as well. Nothing else touches Pablos right now. Trust me.
Facts.
Use code FF20 for 20% off at checkout. About £7. Broski's gone mad.
I'm not gonna say your haircut
told me
looks
that.
lit.
That's
because out of spirit, out of good spirit.
I never told you that.
How can we go on a trip and I tell you a trip?
I was like, I was thinking yours look.
I would never tell you. Sorry, so 1 sec, man. Now we could talk. Go on.
I was thinking, who trimmed you like? Why would you pay them? They paid you. Have you seen that guy that says he's trying to get a trim from every barber in the country to see how good the trims are? You look like number 226, that barber that you went to.
All right, what's going on, Filthy Extra? We're here for another Prove Me Wrong. Now, I've seen a lot of people in the crowd and online say that Arsenal play better football without Zubimendi in the middle of the park. Can we prove them wrong and say Arsenal don't play better football without Zubimendi in the middle of the park? Or do we play football better with Zubimendi in the middle of the park? The question is that. The answer is what, Loons?
No.
Wow, so we need Zubimendi.
Not need him, but you are top from week 36 because of him. Like, he's been there for 33 weeks at least, the minimum. So starting, doing, constructing, or whatever you call it.
But the quality threshold football moving forward. In the last couple of games we would have seen, obviously Monday we play Burnley, so we can talk about that then. But the football we've seen in the past, Arsenal seem to be playing a little bit better in the past 2 games with LEWIS-SKELLY in the middle of the park. We just look a little bit more fluid moving forward than we have been with Zubimendi. Not to say that he's bad, not to say that we're not capable of winning, but it's definitely more attractive on the eye. Do you think that is because of Zubimendi not being there though?
I do think it's because Zubimendi not being there, but I do think it's because it might be a bit of fatigue in Zubimendi's side, because there was an early start of the season when you lot were not just directly relying on corners, and he was even popping up with the set pieces as well. He scored some important goals. He was making late breaks into the box, if I can remember rightly. Nah, man, there was a stage when you lot were balling. When you watch an Arsenal game, you knew Arsenal was going to win. He played good. And many a game at that as well.
Lippy, you've been going to Emirates for a little while.
Yeah.
You ain't got a season ticket, but you might as well have, because you can get there whenever you need to. And when you've gone there, you've seen other players in the past in that particular role. Last season, number 5 himself, Thomas Partey, played in that role. Do you believe he played it a little bit better than Zubimendi, despite the fact that we're doing better this season?
Nah, not last season. That 22-23, definitely, I think Partey was probably one of the best 6s in the world that year. But I think with Zubi, to what the crowd are trying to say, I don't necessarily think is true. I think you can't say that after 3 games. And I think what they are saying is based on the fact that, remember I said that I didn't think Arsenal would do that well this year. I don't think we have like some of the profiles that's needed to go a 38 game season and win it in our midfield. Like, we don't necessarily have like a proper ball winner as a 6. Like, our ball winner's Declan Rice, who's in like this hybrid 8, weird like half space position. Zubi has to be like our deep lying playmaker, but then you've got Odegaard, who's like a 8/10, who kind of has to get near him for his game to be all right. So I think people not being that happy with Zubi this season, I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think it's a tactical issue. And I think that we've got to the point of the season where Mikel's thought, you know what, I'm just going to take you out and put a stronger, more direct passer there in LEWIS-SKELLY. But I still wouldn't say Miles is a better 6 than Zubi. Like, I think what makes him a bit better than Partey last season is he does things quicker. He does things a bit quicker. He's a bit sharper. He's a lot more physical than I thought he was. Like you said, he kind of pop up with goals and everything. I think he's having a decent, good season, man. First season, sorry. Yeah, so I don't think we necessarily play better without him. I think that's a bit harsh.
Fair enough. Let's ask Menace. Menace, you've Man United fan. You've changed. Also, former Arsenal fan. You've changed your centre midfield in the middle of the park, and you've seen a difference. That difference has definitely contributed to you lot being third in the Premier League, higher than this guy to my right.
I hear it.
I want to know. Do you believe that the changes that Arsenal have made recently are probably something that they're going to implement long term just because of the way that they move forward? They're still keeping clean sheets as well, but the way they're moving forward is looking more effective. Just using your own experience as a Man United fan this season, can you say you're seeing something similar with Arsenal's midfield?
It's weird because I think Arteta for me he's more of a defensive coach in my opinion. He's definitely got the best defensive team in the league. Going forward has been my sort of about Arsenal, and I think MLS has changed my thought in that because of how he plays. And I wouldn't say it's similar to Kobe Mainu, but there's a similarity of thought process of going forward, which I don't think we had as much, especially with Amorim anyways. But I'm a fan of MLS. I said it early doors. I said it in terms of him playing in the middle for you lot. And I wanted to link back to the obviously overall question. I think Zubimendi obviously he's been better. He's been more consistent. For us to talk about 3 games MLS, I don't think it's been we need MLS here. But I think it's difficult for me. First and foremost, I wouldn't say I watch Arsenal like that. So I'm not going to sit and act like I watch every single game. But I am impressed with how MLS has carried himself in the middle of the park for Arsenal. Going forward especially anyways.
Arsenal's quality of football moving forward has always been questioned this season. Zubimendi in the past 2-3 months has definitely been questioned this season. Then LEWIS-SKELLY comes in and all of a sudden Gyökeres looks like a better player. All of a sudden, Arsenal are moving forward a bit more fluidly. Even players at the back line, I was concerned with us, not so much defensively, because I know we can deal with it, but even moving forward, I was like, Ben White's not looking the same. But in that setup that I saw in them past 2 games, I think attacking-wise, I had nothing to say bad. Is that because of the absentee of Zubimendi? Am I being too harsh?
I think it's definitely, there's a bit of truth to it, but I just think the way we're doing this whole double pivot thing, because remember, we've had Eze playing where Odegaard's meant to be.
Yes.
And when Odegaard's usually there, it's like he's not properly a 10. He's like kind of like a half 8, half 10 kind of player. When it's Eze, he's just left in the 10 to do his thing. So Declan and LEWIS-SKELLY has become like a double pivot behind him. I think Miles operating in the spaces that he's operated with us in left back, this inverted left back position, that little half space on the left there when he's in that little double pivot, it's almost perfect for him. You understand? He's very used to having the ball there, and all he wants to do is play forward. You could see as soon as he gets the ball, he turns. There's been a couple times where if you asked me this question after the first game, I would have told you straight up no. I don't even want to see Miles there again unless it's against Fulham, because every time he got it, he was trying to turn. And I know people don't love the fact that our midfielders don't always play forward, but I encourage Declan playing the way he faces. I want Odegaard to do it more sometimes. I think sometimes the turning around in circles, Beyblade thing, it slows up our progression, you understand? But Miles, I have to say a bit of a my bad to him, because I thought him coming into the midfield would have been more of an 8 situation. And I think that's what was keeping him out. I thought it was his ball carrying, and everybody told me about he's like Dembele at Tottenham, he's press resistant, he's strong. And I saw it, but I thought it was a bit of a lazy comparison, but it's kind of true, man.
He's got that step across.
Yeah, and he's strong, man. He's really strong in it. And like I said, Zubi is stronger than I thought he was, but I could argue that on the ball, Miles is, other than the 2 centre-backs, he's probably our sturdiest player, you know.
100%.
Like I've never seen anyone. Even Timber, though.
Sturdy.
He is, but because Timber's a bit small, yeah, Miles can just stand there, let the get the contact, and then they bounce off him, and then he goes. Whereas with Timber now, he kind of has to be a bit of a pest, you understand?
Instead of it being down to quality of player between MLS and Zubimendi, let's take a look at the styles. Like you said, one's a deep line playmaker. He's probably going to try and create a lot in his own half, do you know, or in the opposition stuff, like passing it long and seeing the play early. I reckon he probably benefits from Noni Madueke and Martinelli playing. Instead of us having to get the ball and progressively move forward dribbling, he can see it early, play it early, whilst LEWIS-SKELLY, he might get the ball, see it early, dribble out, turn on his man, shield people off. He's got a completely different style, I think, to Zubimendi. What style do you lot see and say is better suited for Arsenal?
I'm gonna say obviously the Zubimendi style is more traditional, isn't it? That the pivot, innit? You bounce off him and you can receive it back. He gives it back. Ball retention. But Miles offers you might not laugh, but what Grav offered Liverpool last season, just that turn. You give it to. He's under pressure. You give it. He turns. He breaks that first line of press, and his next pass is usually to a more creative man. And sometimes you lot need that instead of it going to the fullback then coming back and then, you know what I'm saying, innit? Sometimes. Yeah. So in terms of for the Champions League final, remember it's a one game. Every pass, you want it to be a progressive pass so you can score because it's a one game. You have to go for it.
It is as well. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, innit?
I didn't watch Zubi much at Sociedad, but obviously I know Miles, all the football I've seen him play is at left back, you understand? So when he's the 6 or 8 or whatever it is, and it's Calafiori there, that West Ham match, first half, Calafiori is our most attacking player. You understand? And that's because when he went walkies, Miles knew exactly where to go. Zubi now, like I said, I don't know if Sociedad play inverted fullbacks, but the fact he has to drop into some kind of wide half space when he's not on the ball is a bit weird to him. So at first, he just couldn't do it. You notice it was Declan that had to go out there. But that just left our whole midfield just disjointed. You understand? Zubimendi is a traditional 6. He wants to get the ball from the keeper at the goal kick. You understand? He wants to get it from him, pass it back to him, play with the centre-back, full-back, slow build-up. Miles is a modern-day hybrid full-back, inverted full-back, centre midfielder. You understand? So his whole thing is, I just want the ball. I just want it. I'm ready for the contact. I'll move it on. He's patient as well. Zubi is, you can see he's from Spanish academies.
Spain,
he doesn't want to have it for longer than 3 seconds. You understand? Scan. I'll see you over there. Whether you want it or not, I'm firing it at you. Miles will just stand there and wait till he can see a direct pass through lines. You understand? So right now, to answer your question, I think with what's required, 2 league games to go and a final, you want Miles. But like Loon said, I don't think that would have got us here. Over 36 games, 50-something games that we played. Maybe not, because you saw Miles in the beginning of the season. His form made journalists make up that you lot are going to buy him. Like that's how weird he's been playing this year.
Yeah.
You have to be honest. But he's coming to that midfield.
Midfield.
And maybe it's a thing where he's done with the inverted fullback thing. He wants to play he wants to be what he is. He's clearly a midfield player. And he looks good there, man.
He does.
Going forward now, who knows? Because again, we win these last 2 games, we go out and win the Champions League with him in the 6. I don't even know who Gilberto Silva is no more. so when it comes to Zubi, I don't know.
Now, Lippy, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Champions League final. We say we beat Burnley on Monday. We, dispose of Crystal Palace. We've won the Premier League with MLS playing. MLS playing that position in the last 4 games. A lot of people are going to speak to that change and how it definitely impacted the side and how it's helped us towards the back end of the season. So I'll ask you this right now. Champions League final. Forget about the rest of the side. There's one starting spot. Zubimendi or MLS?
MLS.
It's got to be MLS. Because you know what it is with Miles, yeah? He's not afraid, bruv. Like, you have to admit it. Zubi came on London Stadium and I was happy. I
almost got dashed down the stairs.
Positive change. Broski, see when I see him try and make the pass to Noni and it was just mad, I just had to look to the sky and chat to God for a little bit. You understand? And I just think initially, do you know what it is? I don't know, man. Because that little box midfield PSG got going on. We need a level head, bro. We need a guy. Because the thing about Zubi, yeah? Zubi can watch things go past him and it's fine. He'll steady himself. When he gets the ball, he'll do what he does. we have not seen Miles play in the Arsenal midfield while we've been losing. We slightly saw it a little bit against Atletico, and the way the game was going, there wasn't much for him to do. But again, we've seen it at West Ham now. Mikel's response, maybe not so much because of him, but because things changed around. Because this is what it is. With Miles being in that 6th position, I think what's around him matters a lot. So I think if Calafiori is the left back, if Trossard is the left winger, if he's got Declan doing the legs thing properly, he'll play well. We haven't seen it in another situation. We haven't. He might go Martinelli starting, Hincapié, who's like an overlapper. And I don't know what will happen. I don't know. But as it stands today, whatever it is of May, 10th or whatever, I want Miles to start, man.
Loons, I didn't hear you speak, man. Talk to me.
I would say Miles starts in terms of surprise, innit? The surprise option, like Luis Enrique, the Yao Neves and Vitinha. They don't know much about Miles in there. You get what I'm saying, innit? Like where Zubimendi, there's loads of tape of him. So in terms of a surprise option, Skelly is a great option because you don't know what he can offer. You get what I'm saying? You don't know how to press him, and you don't know, innit? But in terms of experience, we've seen Zubimendi cut Euros final, played dope. You get what I'm saying? So it's a difficult one. I'd go with the experience. If it's not working, change it. You get what I'm saying?
I like that. Because they still don't know about him anyway.
Because, and why I'd say that is because if it goes wrong for Skelly, it could affect him. It could affect his kind of career.
Don't you think he's fearless though?
I know, but there's the fearlessness. He can create fear because he bucks these guys.
100%. I just think it's a final, man. We got to send out our fighters. It's as simple as that. We are not the better football team out of us and PSG. Facts. Going forward, they are ridiculous. Yeah, we need someone that is going to fight. And I'm not saying Zubi can't do that, but I just think the way Miles, you know what it is? I'm doing it's a bit of Coach Carter right now, innit? I need it. It's the storyline. You understand? Miles, 3 midfielders, 2 black men, and the white man's called Rice. It's making sense. You understand?
So what, you start Eze?
I'm starting Eze.
Wow.
I'm
So
starting him.
Rice, MLS, and Eze in the front.
I'm starting that midfield, bro. That midfield is... Yo, let me chill.
Eze, I'll be real. That midfield, I think that would be trouble, you know?
Amazing.
Because that three...
What trouble, though?
No, bad. That would be... Because defensively, Eze is been spoken about. MLS and the inexperience, I'd credit what Loon said. If he has a bad game or has a bad patch, it could cost the game. And I'm not saying it's going to be his fault, but that midfield 3 is going to be important because PSG's midfield 3 ain't going to change. You know what you're playing against. You know exactly what you're playing against. The experience of Zubimendi, of course you could use that. But my thing is with him, I don't know if he's war ready for them 3.
Not war ready.
I reckon MLS is more war ready. In
Miles,
my eyes.
you see Miles' story, the way it's going right now, yo, they try lie, say he's going to them boy there. He said, what? Are you me?
Let me get a chance.
After all I've done? No.
Brought his man to the
I'm
game.
Arsenal. Even with the whole, like, we sent out Ethan, we've kept him. Everyone's like, oh, why? Ethan's meant to be the golden... Bro, I just think Miles Lewis-Skelly, is the...
Golden child.
Bro, he's the epitome of what's going on right now. You get me? Resilience. Bounce back from anything. He starts in that Champions League final, bro. I'm telling you.
Careful.
The rest of his career is going to go a certain way. How it's
PLP.
going to be, I don't know. Do you know what it is? Even with Eze, yeah? Do you know I want Eze? Because again, I need fearlessness. I need off the cuff. I need someone that's just going to go out there and do the thing. I've seen Odegaard.
Ozarks.
I've seen Odegaard against that midfield 3.
Odegaard.
And they bypass him, man.
Yep.
Little presser,
They did, man.
Jack Russell thing. You don't need that.
But can I say this though?
Yeah.
PSG with their man-to-man press. You've seen that picture of all of them when the goalie's about
Dembele.
to pass it and they're all like that, ready. See, like you say, MLS holds it sometimes. And that is the wrong thing against PSG.
Let's pause it here
He's
because
way more press resistant than Zubi.
Hundo.
That's my.
I don't want to give away too much information. Now I'm going to ask you the question. So we did ask at the start, do Arsenal play better football without Zubimendi? A lot of people online have been saying so. We're going to ask Menace, do you go with, let's just get it down to the final then.
Go on.
Final, Zubimendi or Miles Lewis-Skelly?
MLS.
Lippy?
MLS, man.
Loons?
You know me, I've got to be different. Zubimendi.
I mean, I would have picked Norgard, but it doesn't matter what I think. What do you think at home? Do Arsenal play better football without Zubimendi? I want to know directly from the people that watch Filthy Fellas, just the crowd. What do you believe? Leave a comment and let us know. Filthy Extra, like, share, and subscribe, and hype, apparently.
Hype.
Hype, oosh, yeah.
That's a Northwest thing.
Hype, ooh.